came back from my break. I told y'all were gonna have some.
All right, if you're with me tonight, I'm going to put on a new set of press-on nails. So if you want to follow along, I'm going to go through all my tips and tricks on how to do this to get at least 10 days wear out of your press-on nails. So the only steps I've done so far for nail prep, because nail prep is the most important part of this, like glue is not going to matter if you haven't prepped your nails. So don't get influenced to buy like the viral glue. Things that I've done so far, I took a little nail brush, and I wash with a dish soap that cuts grease because I have oily nail beds. So I wash them really well. I just put the dish soap on here just like it's like toothpaste and then scrub really well. And then so far the only other thing I've done, I've used a little bit of cuticle remover and pushed back my cuticles really well. So I took off my set last night. Used a really good nail glue remover that I found. I made a TikTok about it earlier, so check my profile for that. And now we're going to go through and put them on. I've already sized them all out, so you just kind of play around with determining what your size is. Once you know it, you kind of know, or just write it down on a Post-it note or put it in like your phone or something like that. But now I'm going to go in, I'm going to sanitize my nails with a prep pad, which is just an alcohol swab, and then we're going to dehydrate your nails. Now, I'm going to go through what works for me. I've found that I have naturally oily nail beds, so I need a little bit extra of dehydration on my nails so that they don't pop off. Your nails might be different. You might not need as much dehydration. So it's just we're all unique. We have different nail beds. So if you're having pop-offs, it's probably something to do with the way in which you're prepping your nails. So you really, really want to pay attention to that. With dehydration, you can either use a nail dehydrator like I have here, or 100% acetone is also really, really good. Both of those work well. I like the nail dehydrator because it comes in this easy to use format where it's got the little brush, but you use what works best for you. As you're coming in here, please drop likes if you can. I am trying to grow out my page to just educate people about press-on nails because I switched over in 2021 and have not been back to a nail salon. I have not had a pedicure or a manicure in over almost 4 years because this system works for me. If you're one that still likes to go to the nail salon, rock on to you, but my time is spent better at home at 10 o'clock at night in my jammies next to my bed with my husband listening to me talk to myself and then going to a nail salon. So we've sanitized, we've dehydrated. Now I'm just going to take a buffer filer. You get one that comes with the kit as well, but I just like this one because it's a little bit bigger. And we are going to just kind of rough up your nails a little bit because that's going to give it some grit to hold on to. Peggy, typically I can get at least 10 to 14 days out of my wear. My last set were often 7 days only because I had the itch to take them off. These will probably last me till sometime next week as well because I have Valentine's Day nails coming in, and I know as soon as I open them out of the box, I'm going to want to wear them. So, but I definitely don't shoot for anything less than a week. I didn't put the little sticker up there, but all of this is linked in my bio. So if you just head up here and touch my face, go to my profile, and then look for the link tree in my bio, you'll see something that says Shop My Nails. They're all on the website there. We are having a great warehouse sale tomorrow, so we've got lots of discounted nails. Some of them are as low as $6. It's not the whole website, but it's a decent amount of them. So the method I'm going to go through tonight is going to be what's called the double glue method. This is what's going to really hold them on. So you're going to put a small little drop on the back of the actual press-on, and then you're going to put a drop on your actual nail bed, swirl it around a little bit. You want to be careful to kind of not go so close to the edges of your skin because you don't want it to get, you don't want a bunch of like seepage all over the place. Then very gently pick up and flip. Try not to drop it. You want to go in at about a 45-degree angle and then just press and hold. And I have a little watt clock up here. I'm just going to watch the back of the box directions back of the box directions aren't great. They'll say to hold for about 30 seconds. Some boxes I've seen for 5 seconds. If you want them to hold on, I typically use more glue, less pressure, and I hold them in place for a minimum of about 90 seconds. So maybe 60 to 90 seconds. My thumbs, I hold a little bit longer because that's where I see pop-offs the most. I think it's because I have a little bit more of a flat nail bed there. But definitely just kind of, and I'm not putting a lot of pressure here. We're just hold them in place basically. Using both methods of, or using glue on both sides is really going to help you out. The harder you push, a lot of us think like, oh, I got to push it to really lock it in there. The harder you push, you're going to create an air bubble and it's going to seep out all over the place. So just gentle pressure to hold it into place. All of this information you can find in my link as well, or you can DM me if you want a free guide that I have online. It's totally free. You can use it. This will work with any set of press-ons. I particularly like Red Aspen because I'm a rep for them. They're the ones that I fell in love with, and I've just stayed loyal to them. So I've been with them for about 4 years now. Like I said, it's going to be 2021 was when I joined up. Hi, Mustang Pride. So as you're coming in, just say hey. If you have any questions, let me know. Hi, Cassandra. Like I said, we're having a really great sale tomorrow. And if we get, let me see, if we can get up to like 200 likes, we're at 70 right now. Today's actually my birthday. It's my 40th birthday, and I have a bunch of promo codes to go through. So if I can get up to like 200 likes, maybe I'll start giving a few of those promo codes away, which would be $10. Only bad thing is with that warehouse sale tomorrow, you can't use them on the warehouse sale. Thank you very much. But you could use them for full price items. Now, the other thing I'm using here, I left that prep pad in the little tinfoil package. So you want to use that for if you have any glue seepage, use that to get it. And you'll see that that created this little bit of like a white barrier here. When you're all said and done, use a little bit of cuticle oil and it'll take it right away. All right, we got up to 200 likes. Way to go. So I'm going to give one promo code away. So if you are interested in that promo code, it's going to be a $10 promo code. First and foremost, you're going to have to follow me because I'm going to have to find a way to message you. And if we aren't friends, I can't message you. So I'm going to need you to follow me first. And then once I'm done this live, I'm going to go in and follow you back. And then I will message you. So if you're interested in that $10 promo code, hit follow and then you're going to DM me. And I want you to just DM me and say $10 promo code. And I'm going to pick somebody at random. Now, the only thing with that $10 promo code, you're going to need to use it ASAP. You want to use it in the next like 48 hours. So let's see. If we can get up to 400 likes, I'm going to give another promo code away. And the comments are kind of hard to keep track of because we got a lot of people jumping in and jumping out. So I'm going to do my best to kind of keep looking up here as I work. But they just like fly up. So we're almost to 400 likes. Whoop. Oh, there we go. We are at another one. So somebody give me a comment if you are interested. Who's interested in a promo code? I can't even talk. Just tap, tap, tap it. People do need to try these. You're right, Cassandra. So if you're in here and I see a comment, that's going to be the next person I'm going to give a promo code to. So it can be, hey, it could be me, it could be, give me the promo code, anything you got. We'll earn you a $10 promo code for Red Aspen. There we go. How much are these nails? That's going to do it. Katrina, you're going to get the next promo code, so make sure you follow me so I can message you later. These nails, so these specifically, this is Reliable Roslyn. This is part of our acrylic line, so they're a little bit thicker. These would be $18. That's the top end. Our nails are going to run anywhere between $12 and $18. $12 is going to be our petite line. Anything that's a solid color on our site is going to be $14. Something with a pattern or a finish is going to be $16. And then the acrylic and our pop line, which is made from recycled materials, is going to be $18. Cassandra, we don't necessarily get a promo code. It's just I have some rewards built up. So I use those for my promo codes. So when you're a brand ambassador, you can have a pop-up party for yourself, and then you generate rewards. And I typically use those to fund my vendor shows that I do in person. But I don't have any vendor shows coming up, and I have a bunch of promo codes. So I figured I'd be a little bit generous and spread the word out here with Red Aspen and give out a few promo codes for my birthday. Woo! So that's the other nice thing about being a brand ambassador. You can have a pop-up party for yourself. And like I said, you can generate those reward codes and earn free product for yourself. And then you can turn around and sell it. Or you can give out your promo codes. Oh, we're up to 1,000. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Cassandra. So I looked down for a little bit because of what I'm doing. So if you have a question and I didn't answer it, please say it again because I'm paying attention now. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. It's just, you gotta have to pay attention a little bit when you're doing this. So again, don't get discouraged. That white residue, I'll show you how to take it away. I'm not gonna do it till the very end. But it 100% goes away. Doesn't look so great right now, but it will go away, I promise. Shipping, so Katrina, right now shipping is $5.49, but it is gonna go back down to $4.99. There's some I guess it's with USPS or whatever, they raised it for the holiday, and I think the end of January, it's supposed to go back down to $4.99. So anything under $100 that you spend is gonna be $4.99 to ship. Anything over $100 is gonna be free shipping. And that's why a lot of time, the first time that you order, I know it's upselling, but I usually buy 3 sets at a time so that you have one to put on and experiment with. Your second one is your do-over, and then your third one is you're ready to go, locked and loaded. And if you buy 3 $16 nails, that's only $48. So that's less than what you're going to pay at the salon. I mean, one set is probably what you're going to pay for a tip. So just to give them a go. And then we also have a couple bundles when you get started out. If you want to get things like the dehydrator, there's a package on there for $28. It gives you the nail dehydrator, a box of, I don't know if it's 50. It's a box of nail prep pads, a buffer stick, the nail file. I think there's something else in there too. I can't remember. Oh, a bottle of brush on nail glue. That's all for $28. So it's a nice little starter kit bundle that'll help you out. We also sell makeup, skincare, lashes, a really great mascara, all great things. Hey, Courtney. So this typically I shoot for at least 10 days minimum. I can get usually 2 weeks. I've actually experimented with these. I went to the beach over the summer and I got 3 weeks out of a set. Going to the beach and doing all the things that moms do at the beach. I am not just sit there and read a book kind of a mom. We did all of the things, the sandcastles, so on and so forth, and I had them still on at the beach, including the ones on my toes. So press-on nails have come a really, really long way. I will say it is all in how you prep your nails. There's a lot of girls that have been on here that said, oh, I tried them and they didn't work. If you're not successful the first time, you really have to give them a second chance. You need to experiment. It's a lot of trial and error, to be completely honest with you. And I always say, you didn't learn how to ride a bike in the first day. So you really want to try again, kind of give yourself some grace. I've been doing this for 4 years now, and to be completely honest with you, every single time I do it, I kind of learn something new. I do something a little bit different, a little bit better. So it is a lot of trial and error. But they do last. Like I said, I haven't been to a nail salon since 2021. And again, 45-degree angle, and then just gentle pressure and hold for a minimum of 60 seconds. Sometimes I wait 90 seconds. All right, I have 2 more promo codes that I was going to give away tonight. So we're at 1,100 likes. Let's see if we can get to 1,500, and then I'll give another one away. So go ahead, hit that like button, get us up to 1,500, and then we will do another little thing to give out another $10 promo code for you to try out. Thanks, Sally, for the follow. And these typically, like, when I put them on a live, it takes a little bit longer because, I don't know about you, but when I talk, like, I don't do as well. Like, my brain doesn't work. So I tend to talk more, and it takes a little bit longer to put them on. It's like my aunt when she's driving. If she starts talking to us, she starts to lift her foot off the gas pedal, and she slows down. So typically, if I wasn't doing these live, I would be in my bed right now, and I can put them on in at least like 25 minutes if I'm really paying attention to what I'm doing, if I really want them to last. Again, if you have any seepage, just use that prep pad that you had from beginning when you sanitized your nails, and you just kind of gently wipe around. It is going to create this like white residue. That's just the prep pad interacting with the glue, and you can take that away. We'll do it when we're done. So again, that's just the glue interacting with the alcohol swab. I typically do my thumbs and my pointers last. I went ahead and put this thumb on just because I want to see how it looked. And also it looks a lot better when you see this thumb coming in as opposed to my chewed up nail. All right, we're still at 1,100 likes or so. So we can get that up a little bit higher. Oh, I just took a drink and went down the wrong pipe, and now I'm going to cough. The other reason I really like press-on nails, I know a lot of girls are starting to switch to like Gel X or dip or whatever, and some girls are still like old school painting them. I'm a righty, and when I go to do stuff on my right hand, it is a chore for me. It is so difficult to do because of, using my non-dominant hand. So I do have a little bit of struggle putting the press-ons on that side a little bit, but it's nowhere near what it would be like to put on or to paint them. So that's the other thing that I really like. So my fingernails don't end up like looking jacked. Hey, Valentina. So again, like I said, hey, Mara. Like I said, keep on hitting that like button. If I can get up to 1,500 likes, we're at 1,100. I will give out another $10 promo code. Doing well. Just putting on my nails because tomorrow I'm going back to school. Thank you, Mara. Yep, today is my 40th birthday party, 40th birthday. So that's why, again, I'm giving away 4 $10 promo codes. So far we've done 2. I've got 2 people I'm going to give out to. I'm going to do 2 more. If we can get up to, like I said, 1,500 likes, I will do another promo code. So we're at 1,200. Caitlin just entered the chat here. She recommended the most, if you're looking for a nail glue remover, Caitlin is awesome because she sent me one, or she told me about one on Amazon, and it is legit the best. It took my nails off in like under 10 minutes last night. Oh, there we go. We got 1,600 likes. So if somebody is interested in a $10, yes, Caitlin, so good. Someone's interested in a $10 promo code to try out these nails, comment and tell me where you're from. Where are you watching from right now? If you want to check out these nails, they are linked. There's a link tree in my bio. Oh, we got South Carolina. All right, Julie, you commented first from South Carolina, so you are my next one. So in order for me to get that promo code to you, I'm going to need you to follow me if you haven't already. That way I can follow you when we're done, and then I can message you. It's the one thing that like is weird about TikTok, that you can't message somebody unless you both follow each other. I find that really frustrating. Don't worry, Val. I'm going to give one more out so that you've got one more chance. So hang in here. Thank you, Julie. All right. Hang on to that one a little bit longer. All right, we're at 2,300, so I'm going to do one more, because I have one more code to give out. So if we can get to 3,500, let's shoot for the moon tonight, people. 3,500 likes. I'll give one more promo code out. So keep engaging. Let's get this on people's FYP. Because I know me scrolling, I mean, my algorithm is all nails these days because I've just watched so many different nail videos, and I've seen so many people that are either, one, disappointed when they go to the nail salon, or two, it's just like, hey, look at these press-ons, look at these press-ons, look at these press-ons. Like, press-ons are definitely catching on. Caitlin says we should do 5,000. Making it easy. Maybe I'll give a bonus promo code out if we get to 5,000. But I won't go back on my word. Since I already said 3,500, we'll start there. But I will give a bonus promo code if we can get to 5,000. We got another follow. Thank you. Yeah, I was trying to grow my page too. I'm really close to 6,000, pushing for 10,000, trying to get there. I know we all are. So that's why I've been trying to do a lot of lives. So not only spread out information about press-on nails, but also just kind of grow this page. So I'm a teacher by day. We go back to work tomorrow. We've had 18 days off because we had 2 weeks for winter vacation, and then we had 2 snow days. Thanks for the follow, Bev. Thank you, Barbie ID. Thank you. But we actually go back tomorrow, and I'm like torn. As much as I want to stay in like pajama clothes and hang out, my kids and I both need to go back to school. Oh, we just hit 3,500. All right. We got to think of something different to say. Okay, here we go. If you want that $10 promo code, I want you to tell me a reason why you want to try these nails. So why do you want to try them? Go, 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 go. Way to go, Val. I feel like I could hear you typing from Florida. So that last promo code is all yours, girl. And I know that you already follow me, so I will message you once I'm done. And you are 100% correct. They are totally more healthy than your nails. That's one of the most common questions I get when I do in-person events. First is going to be like, how long do they stay on? And second is going to be, well, do they damage your nails? And as long as you take them off properly and you're not like ripping them off, like my mom likes to bite them off. That's a no-no. As long as you are taking them off in a decent method, they are not going to, it's going to be very much less damaging. Hi, Heather. See, I never tried the builder gel, and I don't know is builder gel means like you're just building up the nail to make it longer, bigger. I've been seeing that all over TikTok as well. So it's instead of acrylic. Healthier for the nail. Okay. I used to get liquid gel, and when they would have me put this is a big reason for why I left the salon. Like liquid gel was great. It looked fantastic, but when they would put a set on, it burned. Like I hated putting my nail in that UV light or the LED light or whatever it was, because they put it on, and I guess it was like the shrinking. I don't know, but it hurt like a mother. Yes, I am wiping it because as I see a little bit of seepage at the edges, I just want to like wipe it off so that it doesn't stay there, and also so that it doesn't like get all over my hands. So I'm using more glue, less pressure, holding on here for like a good 60 to 90 seconds. Again, a lot of the back of the box directions, even Red Aspen's, it says just hold for 30 seconds. For me, that's not long enough. I'll have pop-offs. I've seen other boxes that say like 5 seconds. It's just not enough time. So just hold it in place. I'm not doing a lot of pressure. I'm literally just holding it. And then again, I have this alcohol swab because as I start to see, or like when I'm done holding, if I can see, and you might, I don't know if you can see on this one here, but I might have a little bit there, just kind of wiping away that residual glue. And it does leave a little bit of a white spot. Don't worry about that. We're going to take it away in a few minutes. But I do put this back in here just to keep it moist so that I'm not going through 100 of them at a time. All right, let me go back a little bit. Yeah, Heather, I know. When I first bought them, I was like, I'm totally going to be influenced by them, and they're just going to be crap. But here I am 4 years later. Pop-offs do the flat nail bed. So 2 things you could do that I've seen different people do. 1 is using more glue. And 2, some people like to use... So we have what are called these dash tabs. Some of the people use these plus the glue because these are like a little bit raised up. They're kind of like a jelly sticker. And some people have a lot of success with that it like builds almost like a builder gel. It builds up a little bit for them. So that could potentially help you out. So we sell those on there as well on the website. Oh, we're almost at 5,000. Okay. Yes, Jess, that is what I found. Like recently, that is what I've been doing, and it like seams backwards. Like the less pressure, you would think that you'd have to really hold it on, but really the more pressure you do, it just like seeps all out, and then you've got there's nothing in there. So there's a full hand done. And again, these are the acrylic line. This is Reliable Roslyn. She is like a staple that's going to be staying for a while. And just like, I don't know. I think they look pretty darn good. I know some people say that like you can spot a press on a mile away, but I like the symmetry. I like that they all look the same. All right, so let's go through I'm going to start over this whole process just to show you one more time because we've had a couple people kind of pop in and out. Now that one hand, so I'm going to save my last two here. So what I would do to start off, you're going to use a nail prep pad, and this is just an alcohol swab. So you're going to use that, and we're going to clean and sanitize your nails. So go in really well, just clean and sanitize. And then I hold on to this pad. I just throw it back in here again, just in case you have residual glue and you're going to wipe it off later. This way it'll stay moist and it won't dry out. Okay, then we're going to come in with a nail dehydrator. You can either use this from Red Aspen, there's one on Amazon, or you could also use 100% acetone. I just like this one because it's got the little brush on it. I don't know. I'm a fan of using that. So I use a generous amount on my nails. Again, like I said earlier, different people can do different steps because some have more oily nail beds than others. So we're all different. So you just want to try. It's trial and error. If they pop off the first time, just kind of think about what you did and try something different the next time around. Next thing I do, I just buff them up a little bit. You want to give them a little bit of texture for the glue to hold on to. Then you're going to use the nail glue. Please, please, please don't use super glue. Super glue is not going to be your friend. We want to make sure that these stay on, but with the proper materials. Then we're going to do a double glue method. So we're going to take some of the nail glue and put a little bit on the back of the actual nail dash or the press-on nail. And then you're going to kind of focus on staying in the middle. You do want to sloosh it around a little bit, but you don't want to get it too close to your skin because you don't want the press-on like being stuck to your skin. You want it stuck to the nail. Then carefully flip it over. Sometimes I drop it. Sometimes I let that glue kind of slide down a little bit. You want to go at like a 45-degree angle. And then press down. And then just like I said, gentle pressure. And I have a little clock here sitting next to me, and I'm going to sit and watch it for about 90 seconds. And just to hold it in place, again, we're not pushing really hard. We're holding it in place so that those two, the glue on the back of the nail and the glue on your actual nail bed, can kind of bond together. All right, we're at 4,400 likes. I'm going to give out 4 promo codes, and if we get to 5,000, I will give out an additional one. Because again, today's my birthday. I just turned 40. Today is my 40th birthday. I cannot believe it. And I was going to do 4, but Caitlin challenged me to get up to 5,000 likes here. So let's see if we can do it. And I'll give out one more. Thank you very much. So again, just a note about those promo codes. When I do message you tonight, they are, thank you. Yes, Heather, I remember it was your birthday too. 2 things to remember about these promo codes. So tomorrow we're having a huge warehouse sale. We've got lots of discounted nails. Some of them are as low as $6. So a great time to, like, if you just want to try them out for like $6, like, come on. Those promo codes, you can't use them on discounted items. That's the only bad thing. You can't use them on discounted. So find another set that's full price and you could totally use it. And then also you're going to want to use it in the next 48 hours because they're going to expire. So make sure you're going to use it. And holy heck, there we go. 5,000 likes. I can't believe that. So if you're interested in that $10 promo code, you're going to have to follow me. All right. And then let me think of something. Somebody tell me some reasons. Somebody give me a question. Ask me a question about these nails, about press-ons, about me. I don't care what you want. And I'm going to pick somebody that asks a really good question. And I will send you, like I said, you're going to have to follow me so that I can DM you. My favorite nail design. Tips for cutting them down. Favorite nail design. There's a cheetah print one that I really like to use as an accent nail. And that's the nice thing about a lot of these. You can mix and match them. And then since you've mixed and matched, you can also like remix and match them. And then you've got multiple sets. So like, let's say you buy 3 sets and you mix them around for, we call them a mani mix up, and you use them one time. If you would have went to the nail salon, like you have to go get it all done all over again, and they're going to charge you another $65 plus tip. With the press-ons, if you've mixed them up, then you can remix them and use the nails that you didn't already use. So you've got like 3 potential more manicures to use if you remix them around. Does that make sense? So I like to do accent nails, and there's a cheetah print leopard for Lydia. That's probably my all-time favorite one, but I don't wear her like as a full set. I mix them around. Trying to think what else I really like. Again, if you have seepage, you're going to just go through and you're going to wipe off. If you don't want that white residue to come up, the other way you could wipe off the glue, I'll typically like take the side of my nail or my finger and like wipe like that to try and just get it away. You don't want to get it on the pads of your fingers. Okay, other one, tips for cutting them down. Want something that's really good to use. And I bought one off of Amazon, and somebody else said the one from Red Aspen is a lot better. But we have a nail cutting tool. So it's one of these, like it almost looks like a guillotine, but you could throw this in here and then you would just chop it down. All right, like this size, there's not gonna be much to chop down, but like the longer ones, you could use that. And then you would just file. The nice thing is if there's one that you really like, but it's long, but you like the color, you can trim and file them down, which is really nice. So they're kind of like customizable in that way. The other thing I'm gonna do so typically our thumbnails are more flat than our other fingers. And you want to be very careful. You don't want to really press and hold on your thumb. This is the one that can get the most damaged. Mine just finally grew out. If you damage the matrix of your nail down here, it's that like half moon part, it's going to cause this dent. So 2 ways that you can damage it is 1, using a nail that's too small for you. And 2, if you're like, oh, let me jam this on here. So we don't want to do that. So things that I will do, since this is much more flat, I will go through and just take my nail file and just very gently kind of flatten the bottom of this out so that it sits just a little bit more flush and it's not like a super mount, so that I'm not really jamming it in there. So if you are having pop-offs, if you're starting to see that dent come in, you're going to want to do that. Now with my thumbnail, I also pay a lot more attention to it, and I actually hold my thumbnail on for closer to like 2 minutes, because for whatever reason, maybe it's because they are flatter, my thumbs tend to pop off quicker than the other nails. So I really press and hold this one, or I hold it in place, I should say, for longer. So, all right, Lisa asked, can I use clear polish underneath to protect my natural nail? I would probably advise against that, because a clear polish is going to give you like a slickness, let's say, or it's going to give you like a shine, and you want more texture under there so that it holds onto it. If you're going to do something to do like protection, I would do that in between sets, which I have done before. I have like hard as nails and things like that. And what's that? Hoof and hard as hoof or something. I use that sometimes, but I wouldn't use it underneath the press-on nail. I think you'll have pop-offs from that. All right, I'm going to try and scroll up. We're using my nose to see if there's anything else. Sorry if it's shaking. So I glue on the back side of the actual nail dash, not necessarily because mine are short, but it's more that it gives it more glue to hold onto each other. Like the glue sticks to itself. It has a better chance of hanging on. Oof. Hold like that so I can scroll up a little bit. Thank you for all the follows. Oh, thank you for my nail setup. Just a desk from Amazon. You can hear the clock tick. That's the only thing I was afraid of. It is over there. All right, so I'm going to give that bonus promo code to Jess because she was the first one to ask a question. But like I said, that warehouse sale starts tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Some of those nails are as low as $6. It's a great time to try them out, grab a couple sets. I really recommend buying more than one. Your first set, I'm going to be completely honest with you, you're going to mess them up. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like Heather just said here, she glued her finger to herself. That's what I did. I glued my fingers together the first time too, but I also kept them on for a week the first go around. I was like, oh, these are good. And the first time around, I only had one set. And so when I went to go take mine off, I was like, oh man, now I have to wait like 3 more days, 3 to 5 days, the shipping time or whatever it was, to get another set. And I was really sad. So I would definitely you want to have one in the chamber, let's say, ready to go for you. With taking them off, so in the past, I used just like some type of an oil and soap, dish soap. But Caitlin, who was in here a little bit earlier, she suggested, I tried a different one last night or a week ago, the Glamnetic, and it was a hot mess because it was a mess. If you were here, you know. But Caitlin suggested this, the McCart nail glue remover. This is fantastic. It's in the TikTok shop, and I also got it on this one I got on Amazon. But this took my nails off in less than 10 minutes. So 100% recommend that if you're having trouble taking off the press-on nails, which I think Jess said. I don't necessarily soak them off with acetone. I think that eats away at them. But if you have success doing that, rock on. All right, so there we go. Full set on. And now I'm sure you're all like, okay, her hands are all white. That's gross. Put them on the wrong way. The number, Barbie, we've all done that before. So you want to make sure when you put them on, like a nail like this, it's very obvious which way it goes up. But you're always, whatever the squared off side, that's going to be the side that goes away from you. We have every single one, and I can't show you because these are so light, it's going to be hard to see, but every single one will have a number at the tip, and that's how you know the number goes away. I have had people that have come back to me and oh, mine just cracked after wearing them for the first day. And I said, okay, show me a picture of your nails. And the first thing I saw, and I was like, well, the reason they cracked at the tips is because you have them on upside down. And the way that red aspen nails are made, so at the tip, they're just a little bit thicker. And then as they get closer to your cuticle, so as we go from here to here, they gradually start to cinch in or kind of get a little bit thinner so that you get a more flush fit. All right, so I'm going to show you. Let me go back up. There was a couple questions there. Different months. Got excited about it. Yes, typically your nails are the same, fingers are same on the other side. I'm only going to do a little bit of this because the other thing, so 2 reasons I do this at nighttime. One is because my kids are in bed, so they're not up my butt. 2 is because you want to give them time to cure. You don't have to put them under UV light, but you want to give them time to harden. And so you don't want to get a lot of liquid near them because it's going to take about an hour for the glue to actually 100% harden. So I'm only going to do this on one finger because I'm going to wait and do this later. But if you have that white residue, I'm going to do it on this pinky one. Take something that's oil-based, like cuticle oil. I like that because it's really good for your cuticles, and you just gently brush it on. In the morning, I will put this everywhere, but you want to give your time that seal to develop. And if we're putting liquids here, we're not going to. And that oil just takes it right away. So it's 100% gone. So even if I put it on my pads, my fingers where you saw all that glue was, it goes right away. And the cuticle oil is really good for your nail beds to begin with. So kind of a win-win there. But I'm not going to do the rest of them because like I said, you want to give your nails time to cure. And that's why I do it at bedtime, because I'm getting ready to get into bed and then I'm not going to be touching water. I'm not doing dishes, whatever. Once that seal has developed, after that hour, you're good to go. You can get them wet. You can go swimming. You can give your kids a bath, whatever. So don't be afraid to be oh, I mean, if you've had nails pop off for that reason, you probably didn't get a good seal. Hey, Cajun babes. So you hydrator. So you want a dehydrator. You want to use a nail prep pad to sanitize, dehydrator to dehydrate, and then you're going to buff and file before you put on. And then you want your glue. The cuticle oil comes at the very last step after you've given them an hour to kind of hang out to get rid of that white residue, if you have any. Sometimes you might not have it. And there's a great bundle. If you weren't here earlier, there's a bundle on the site right now where you can get the nail dehydrator, a box of prep pads, whatever this thing's called, a nail file. You get the buffer stick. You get brush-on glue. It's a whole bundle. It's like everything you need to put your nails on for $28. It's a really good deal. And then again, like I said, we're having a huge warehouse sale tomorrow. So you can get nails as low as $6. I'm not 100% sure if it does because I don't typically use them. I don't think it does because I think a lot of people, so the sticky tabs, a lot of people use them and they've had really good success with them. So I don't believe that they do. I don't usually recommend the sticky tabs because they don't stay on very well for me. Other girls say that they stay on like 7 days. I have not had great success with them, so I don't typically use them. Yes, you can use that cuticle oil the next day without bothering the glue for sure. Yeah, this thing comes in the box as well. It serves no purpose other than packaging. It's nothing special. Yeah, I don't really like the sticky tabs. I really don't feel like they stay on really well for me. And I also feel like there's some give there. I'm not a huge fan of them. But some people have really good success with them. I have not. So again, everybody's nails are different. Everyone's got a different opinion. So again, you just need to test it out and see what works for you. What works for me might not work for you. So you just want to play around with it. Which little bottle? Does it... Which... Barbie, which little bottle did... I put a lot away. Was it this one? Right, this one here. This one is the nail glue. This is not from Red Aspen. This is a nail glue remover that Caitlin suggested to me. This is to take off, and I found it. It's in the TikTok shop. I actually did a TikTok today, and I have it linked in my storefront. This stuff is legit. It really, really worked really well. I only had to put a little bit on. This bottle was, I think, like $10, and I used I didn't use that much. It was just filled only to there. I had my nails off in under 10 minutes. It worked really, really well. And I know that Heather was here when I used the Glamnetic. Glamnetic worked really well too, but I don't think it likes Red Aspen's nails. It had like a weird reaction to it. It made them come off, but it also made them like soupy and goopy, and it was really, really weird. But this one did not do that. So I really, really recommend that. Usually I would just use oil and water, but that nail glue remover was way, way better. The other thing I will mention, and I always say this whenever I'm on here, is be careful with nail glues that you purchase, because I know that that is something that I am seeing a lot of on TikTok right now is like, oh, this is the viral glue and that's the viral glue. This is not necessarily a viral glue, but this is one that is well known. If you buy Kiss Nails, a lot of them use this. These two nail glues are very different from each other. This is essentially can't talk, it's too late. This is super glue, basically. It has the same ingredient as super glue, which is cyanoacrylate. Okay, if you looked at the ingredients on something like Gorilla Glue, it's going to say that this has cyanoacrylate in it. It's the same thing. Cyanoacrylate is meant for like metals and woods and things like that. It's not meant for your nails. This glue has ethyl cyanoacrylate, which is meant for nails. It's meant to be close to your skin. And it also has polymethyl methacrylate, which is an acrylic like glue. It's like a bonding method for it. So this is meant to be forgiving. It's meant to kind of move with your nail, whereas what's in this is meant to just like stay. And as an extreme example, if you had this on, or if you had super glue on your nails and you went, if you went like this, you can't see because I moved. If you went like this and your nail popped off or whatever, there's the potential that your real nail could come with it. That is a very drastic example, but potentially. This one is meant, that ethyl that's in there is meant to help you, like, to be forgiving, that your whole nail is not going to come off with it. So I just caution you, make sure you read your ingredient labels. Make sure you're not just putting super glue on your nails, because that's another reason why press-on nails get a really bad rap, because if you're trying to take super glue off your nails, it's probably not coming off that great. And that is going to be something that's going to be damaging to your nails. So just use caution with some of these viral glues that are going around TikTok right now. All right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and hang up for the night because, like I said, I've got work tomorrow. And I'm going to go through and message the people who got promo codes. And I will be back probably next week to take off and put on some Valentine's Day nails, because I know I'm going to be itching for that. But if you're interested in this set, this is, again, one of our staples. This is Reliable Roslyn. She is the acrylic nail dash. She's a little bit thicker than our actual one. Where do you get your nail colors? So these nails are Scarlet. These are from Red Aspen. There's a link in my bio. You can shop directly there. And again, we're having a warehouse sale tomorrow with a bunch of discounted nails. If you don't like the acrylic line, we do also have another French tip set. This is called Nell's French Tip. We also have her in a couple different styles. She'll be called something different, but we got some, we have some like a longer length, like a medium and a longer length. I don't ever just paint my nails because they tend to chip and they don't last long enough. Press-ons will give me at least 10 to 14 days, whereas if I just paint them, they'll probably chip before I go to bed. And that's something that drives me up the wall when you spent all that time and then they just chip off. So these don't chip. They're less damaging on your nails. And again, ignore the white. We'll take care of that later, but I think they look pretty darn good. I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to sign off. Make sure to follow me for more, and I'll be back sometime next week. Have a great night, everybody.